Welcome back to Learn at Home program. I remain your teacher, Mr. Musa Abdullah Yunusa, your basic science teacher. Today, we're going to talk on rescue. On which class? JS2. But before we move to the next this topic, we'll talk on first aid. And we'll see the aims of first aid and the qualities of a first aider. If you're wondering how this one become a rescue operation, as that phase that we are giving, you have to save life, you have to rescue the person from danger or death, or you have to rescue the properties for damaging. Learning objective. I believe at the end of this lesson, or what we are going to aim at the end of this lesson, meaning of rescue operation. The aims of rescue operation and the aspect of rescue operation. Let's quickly move to the meaning of rescue operation. Rescue operation simply means any effort put in place to save life or property. You can try your best, anything that you can try to put, to help, assistance to save life or property. This thing could be fire, flood, terrible fall, snake bites, and so on and so on. From there, any effort that you put to save that person from death or from pain or the damage of what? Properties. If someone falls from a roof or a terrible fall, you have to give that person what? First aid. That is your own effort to put. First aid can be anybody to give. It can be me, it can be you, it can be that person, it can be a mother, it can be a father. Any close person or nearby person, you can give the first aid to save the person what? Life, or to save the what? Property. For example, it is fire. Your neighbor house catching what? Or burning with what? Fire. What are you supposed to do? You have to render your own assistance. You have to give your own what? You have to put your own effort to make sure that you save the person what? Properties or life within what? Your area. If you do it to somebody today, somebody will do it to you tomorrow. Then let's see the aims of rescue operation. To put someone's dignity to remains of their unfortunate victim in the instead of what? Tragic what? Event. This sentence is telling us that you are to put that effort to bring down any tension in that person or in the injury of the person has. It's not for you to cause another more sad by saying, this thing is too much, this one is like that. No. You have to put what? Effort, put hands. Hey, this thing is happening. Hey, my brother and my sister, come and help my sister, or come and help my neighbor to what? To fetch the person from what? Danger, or to fetch the person property from what? Damage. To provide a timely response that will minimize human suffering from an injury or pain. Yes. Your sister, your friend, your mother, your father, or anybody, any person close to you have terrible fall. You have to go, create a time, don't rush and say, it's not me, it's not my brother, it's not my sister, I didn't know him, it's just because we are sharing the same environment, that is why. No, you have to create a time, form a time to make sure that you, my sister, my brother, come, let's help this our neighbor. Let's come to help our sister. Let's come and help my friend. You create that until when you finish, you give that love, support, assistance to make sure that the person will not suffer. Impossible, I can say, see, I have a machine, I have a car, I have a paracetamol, I have this thing, or I have GV. You rub on that person what? Pain. To reduce the person what? Pains or suffering from any injury. Save human lives that will otherwise be lost without what? Immediate what? Medical attention. Yes, this thing that you are doing, you have to save that person's life. You have to save the person's life before any other medical officials. It's not necessary, or you have to save that person before you call attention of what, or you took the person to what? Hospital. You render a assistance or first aid to that person to make sure that that person not lose his or her life or properties at that moment. Then we move to aspect of rescue operation. We have only 3 aspects of rescue operation. The aspect means where or what are those things that you are to rescue. 1, you secure the what? Environment. 2, secure what? The vehicle and the victims. This rescue may happen in the environment that you want to rescue. It may happen with a vehicle. It may happen with a human being. Let's see, secure the environment. Hazard are minimized during the rescue operation to prevent injury to self or others. Yes, when you discover that you have something that will cause a trouble like fire, if you see somebody house catching fire, what you have to do? You have to rescue yourself by quenching the fire. You have put all your effort to make sure that the fire is quenched within the short period of time to avoid what? Injury to others or you yourself. A safe working area is established and maintained to prevent injury to self and others. Yes, you have to, in your community, in your area, in your environment, make sure that you have a specific place that this is a place. If there's anything happen like this, we will do like this, we will do like that. We make sure that it creates a group of people that if such a thing happen, they'll be the one to help, you will be the one to run into and say, okay, auntie, see what is happening, then they'll rush to so that you prevent people from injury. Even you yourself, that you render that assistance, you save from the danger. Some management procedure are followed instead with organizational procedure and illegal requirement. Yes, here now you can form a body control. Okay, a body control, so that if such thing happen like fire outbreak or terrible fall or flooding, you can run into that group or organization and say, see what is happening to our community, so that you save people's life and their property there. Vehicles. Access plan are determined in consultation with team leaders and medical staff. Yes, here we can have a plan in such a way that if any vehicle has an accident or breakdown, you can render assistance. You can put more effort and rescue the person from danger. Can rescue the person from danger. Then procedure and to protect the casualty from the further injury or discomfort during the access and the removal. Yes, when an accident occurs, you are rendered assistance to that place. Put your own effort to help the person, to save the person vehicle by doing what? By moving the vehicle in one way or the other and signal the incoming vehicle that this is what is happening here, so that they will know that this vehicle have an accident. That is why in road safety we have Red Cross. They have a rectangle and put by the roadside, so that when you are coming, you know that vehicle has a problem. You have to put your own effort. In case of fire, notify department and remove the injury from the vehicle. If it is fire, what are you going to do? The vehicle catch fire, what are you going to do? You have to rescue the person and bring out the person from the vehicle first. You have to save life or property. That is the definition of rescue operation. You have to save life or property. So this one happen with the two things happen with human being and vehicle. So you have to first of all bring out the person from a vehicle, then you quench the fire. Then victim, cure for the injury and the dead. You have to cure the injury. And then in case if the person died, what are you going to do? You have to cure by carrying the person to what? Mortuary or nearby hospital or any nearby recognized area and call on officials and say, see what is happening here. Then the person, the body or the bed of the dead body will be what? Rescue. Move the victim to the hospital and dead to the mortuary. You have to move the victim in case of accident. If any person have an accident, you have to move the person from the injury place to what? Hospital. The dead one, you move them to what? Mortuary, and they should remain there. Consider other related safety factors and keep appropriate to what? Action. Yes. Do your own, try your own best and leave the rest. But we attend that you are putting all this effort, all these things are what? Rescue operation. Rescue operation is any effort or help to save life or property. It could be flood, fire, terrible fall, or electric short, and so on. I said it before earlier that it could be what? Flood, fire, or terrible fall, or electric short. You try your own best, put any effort, assistance to save life and property. Then before we go, I would like to give you all these home tasks. Look up the meaning of the following words in what? Dictionary. Victim, injury, rescue, and clinic. From here we'll say bye for now. Thank you. Stay safe. See you next time, same station. But before I go, I would like to drop this number in case if you have any question. You have to ask, call, SMS, and WhatsApp. I still remain your teacher, Musa Abdullah. Bye.
Thank you.